What's up? How you doing today? We got a hell of a show for you today. On today's episode, we're going to talk about different places you could park overnight, whether you're driving a big rig, you're in an RV, towing a camper, just driving your car in general. So if you like this video, be sure to share it with a friend, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and remember, laughter is the best medicine.
Okay.
Oh my God. Action.
Action Jackson.
Get your volume turned down?
Yeah,
on
I'm
your,
on moot.
On your Rellerones?
Here?
Yeah.
I'm on moot.
You're on moot.
I'm mooted.
You mooted.
I mooted it.
I gotta make sure I mute mine here. My luck. Nobody will call me.
Oh, you're talking about telephones.
Yeah.
I
did say telephones. I said Rellerone.
I do now. I didn't hear telephones.
Turn down your telly.
I heard Rellerone.
We don't want to get interrupted. Hi, Janet.
Hi, Patrick.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome to the 18-Wheel Talk Podcast Show.
Thank you. Are we live?
We are recording.
Are we really?
Yes, we are. Really.
Ermicard.
I know, it's hard to tell now. We're using this new software.
I know.
Fancy schmancy.
It must be because it doesn't say anything different on my screen.
I know, right?
So.
No little recording light, no nothing. Just
No voices in my ear except
know.
you and the ones in my head.
I know, right? Isn't that amazing?
Amazing, darling.
Freaking amazing.
So. You were saying?
Yeah, I'm
Welcome.
letting everybody know that they're listening to the 18-Wheel Talk Podcast Show. I'm Patrick.
I'm Janet.
And we want to welcome you to our show. And today, because
Well, we're helping truckers and travelers in their pursuit of health, happiness, and a better life behind the wheel.
that's correct.
I remembered it twice.
And because of that, we're going to talk about places to park overnight.
Mm-hmm. No matter what you're driving.
Yep. Yipper. Places that allow you to park for the evening without
Getting too much grief.
I believe most of these are free. There are some places that charge a small fee to park.
And there's
depending-
get-arounds on some of those. But we'll get to that.
But it depends on the area you're in, the state you're in,
Yeah.
you know. But we wanted to talk about
Yes.
overnight parking. Because when you're traveling and you get tired, you got to have a place to park,
Correct.
you know.
And we've traveled in pretty much everything there is to travel in.
Yeah, from 18 wheels down to
Two.
We even took an RV cross country
Mm-hmm.
once or twice.
And we've done a lot of U-Hauls.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyway.
So anyways, let's get down to business.
So our first tip is to use Google Satellite View before you go into a place if you've never been there to determine if you can get around a parking lot.
Yes. Because believe me, I mean, you could be like, oh, there's a shopping center, and then be in a tractor trailer and turn in there, and there's no way you're going to
Get out.
But if you follow the truck route, because most shopping centers have a dock area, but if you follow the truck routes, you should be able to go around the outer perimeter of the building. But it's the parking area that's a concern.
I know that truckers, and I used to deliver into like Lowe's, Home Depot's, building supplies.
Yep.
And I knew how to get around them because I delivered building supplies.
Right.
But I know a lot of truckers would go in thinking, oh, I can just get in anyway. And if you don't go in some of those smaller ones, especially out east, if you don't go in the right direction,
Okay.
it takes you forever to get out of them. It's like a zigzag and cars parked everywhere. And
Boom, zoom to the moon. I shouldn't have done that.
they really regret the direction they went in. You really do in some of these small lots back east, especially with the low clearances and the low awnings and small roads and everything. Yeah, so.
And then you come out here,
And there's no such thing as low anything because Arizona was built long after.
Well, no. If you pull into a lot of these parking areas that have the awnings, the covered parking, forget it. You're not going to maneuver.
You're not going to maneuver an RV. You're not going to put a U-Haul underneath them.
Some of those are just ridiculous.
Some of them you're lucky to get a pickup under.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
just be cautious. That's why we say Google Satellite, because you can put in the address and you can zoom in and you can tell whether there's covered parking or not, where there's trees, curbings.
Do you remember where we lived down in Chandler? When the guys driving the moving van were coming in to unload somebody and they hit the awning?
Yes.
And they took out like 3 parking spots.
I know.
I was dying.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was like crazy.
So
crazy.
let's get started.
Yes. Wet your
Sorry.
whistle.
I'm wetting.
Chug, 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 chug. Or was that chug, 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 chug?
No, just, me and my throat.
Oh.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I got to take a C4 chug here.
me too. Which flavor are you drinking?
I am on a Super Brain Freedom Ice flavored Super Brain Performance Fuel.
I'm on Superhuman Performance Orange.
Starburst Orange. Starburst Orange.
Mm-hmm. Starburst Orange. With carnosins.
Yeah, this is our podcast show go-to energy drink, by the way.
All natural caffeine.
Yep.
No sugars.
If you're interested in it, you can go to the number 1, the number 8, wheeltalk.com /C4 and take you right to their website.
Yep.
And then from there, I believe they take you to Amazon to
I think
to
so.
purchase.
Now it links you through to Amazon.
But I'm not positive.
But follow our link and it clicks you through.
Follow our link. It lets C4 know that we sent you in there, and does great things for our show.
Yes.
So number 1 on our list. Everybody knows about them. Everybody heard about them.
Most people hate them and still shop there.
Is Walmart's.
You hate them, you love them, you still shop there. It's a love-hate affair.
I know. I do know that they're not all Walmarts allow overnight parking.
Correct.
So, with that in mind, when you pull in, ask.
Well, and not only that, pull in late.
Pull in late. Pull
Park.
in near the docking area.
Or at
Don't block the dock.
Or at the far end of the parking lot.
Yes.
The very far
You
end.
know, the one that, those parking slots that nobody wants to park in because they don't want to walk that
Oh,
far.
God forbid they walk that far.
My water feeder.
You know, out by the road.
Up by the highway.
Yeah. So park, eat, go to sleep, be as stealth and as unobtrusive as you can in a great big RV
say
or
that 5 times
semi.
fast.
You know,
Unobtrusive. I like that.
unobtrusive, yes. But and if there's doubts,
Look, I'm a tree.
go in and talk to a manager, and if the manager says sure, you can park there. Find out who you spoke
Yeah,
to.
get their name.
That way, when someone's knocking on your door at 6:00 in the morning, you can be like, "Oh no, John told me I could.
Yeah,
he was
John,
the night manager."
I spoke to the night manager, John. He said it was okay.
Yeah, he said it was
He
fine.
said I had to be out of the parking lot by 8. It's 4:30. Why are you waking me up?
Yeah. It's like he said it was fine, especially if you shop there anyway. It's like when
Yeah,
I
because most people are gonna go in.
grab some stuff,
You're gonna grab something to eat.
because most of them
Use
have
the restroom.
most of them have some sort of restaurant, fast food or whatever in there, or they grab some microwave food or some fresh vegetables and fruit and stuff like that,
Something that,
something
even something that
quick
they
and
can
easy.
cook out in their RV or,
which is a whole
Truck.
other podcast.
Yeah. But I'm just saying. I mean, they
Yes.
could grab. Some WalMarts have a grocery area
Yes, most
where
do.
they can get something that's already pre-cooked,
Yes,
or they can get something that they can cook in their vehicle.
yeah.
Provided that they have
And
the
when you're
means.
checking out, talk to the manager. Say, hey, I just, I've got
Curious,
my
do you
groceries.
mind
Do
if
you
I
park overnight?
Exactly.
And most of them are pretty decent. I've only ran across one that's, even though I shop there, they're like, absolutely not, under no condition.
Yep. I had when I was over the road, when I used to come home, there was a shopping mall. It wasn't far from where I lived, and I asked if they minded that. Hey, can I drop my trailer here if I put it up by the road, out of the way? Because I only live up the road.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. That was a big shopping mall.
Well,
that,
the
that
one that
closed.
was up the road from me, the Walmart.
Yeah.
They told me no.
They said, no way, Jose.
And they were big.
Yeah.
And they're like, no. And I'm like, I shop here all the time.
That doesn't
They're like,
matter.
yeah, we don't care. I'm like,
care.
you know what? I don't shop here no more.
I'm going down the street.
I'll go down the street.
Go to
So
go to the airport.
double check.
I'm going to the airport to see if I can park there.
No, I just went down to the.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I can't help it. Keep talking.
I'm talking.
Rest
Go,
stops.
go down to.
I went down to the right there on Route 7 in Scotia. Used to be an army depot. I just had a brain fart. Industrial warehouse area.
Yeah, I know what you're talking.
The warehouse area.
Yeah.
I went down there.
Yeah,
Parked.
down yonder.
Down yonder.
Yeah.
Just down the road from me.
Yeah.
That away.
Yeah. Yeah, that way.
That away.
They went that away.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyways,
so that's one option. And other stores like that. Other big stores like Walmart, Target, etc.
yeah, Target.
I used to sugge-
even some grocery stores might allow you to.
Yeah, Kmart used to be really good at drivers and trucks.
Is there any Kmart's left?
I think there's like 3 in the U.S.
I think
but
the last. Oh, no, I think one of the last ones just recently closed.
anyway, I don't know. I just know they used to be really good to stop at because they were super friendly.
I know somebody has a computer that they could access Google. I can't.
It's one of those handheld things.
No, the thing
No.
that's sitting in front of you.
No, it's no bueno. I just every time I do, I mess up my top screen too.
All right. Well, then don't worry about
We'll
it.
try it. Try
No,
it.
don't worry about it. No,
I
it's
use the
okay.
handheld one. Anyway,
Anyways, next on our list would be rest stops.
yes.
Some allow overnight parking, some do, some don't.
Yeah, some don't.
The U.S. Rest Stops app, or a website such as
InterstateRestAreas.com.
holy crap, Oli, that does not look like it. Looked like interterrestrial.
It's InterstateRestStops.com.
I looked at it fast. I went, whoa, that's a big word for me. So interstateRestAreas.com would let you know of like rest areas on interstates.
Yes, and you have to double check even if it's one you've been to before because on I-87, the Northway in New York.
Yep.
I used to always stop at the one like halfway up towards Canada between Albany and Canada.
Yeah, there's a few of them.
There's like a halfway point, and I used to always stop at the one north and the one south, depending on which direction I was going.
Uh-huh.
And because they allowed overnight parking, and then they closed them both to overnight parking. You could go in, go to the bathroom, and leave again, but that was it. They closed off the overnight parking totally.
Then
they closed.
Then they closed those rest areas.
Then they closed them both totally, but
Yeah.
first they closed the overnight parking area.
Yeah, I remember that because people used to park right on the roadway.
Okay, so are you ready for the remaining Kmart's side note?
Yes. Side note.
Side note, Miami, Florida,
Okay.
Westwood, New Jersey,
Okay, there's 2.
Bridgehampton, New York,
Okay, there's 3.
Puerto Rico,
Whoa, the island has one.
Guam,
Oh, another island.
the Virgin Islands,
All right, so 3 islands in 3 states.
St. Croix Islands,
All right.
and the St. Thomas Islands.
All right, 5 islands in 3 states.
Yes. That's
right,
it.
you go,
And that was
Kmart.
as of April of this year.
I was gonna say I knew they closed
I-
like one of the last ones on the West Coast. I think recently. Then
Yes, they closed one that was out in like Northwest California.
I don't remember.
but
All I
anyway.
know is I was like, wow, Kmart was still
So
around. I
anyway.
thought when they closed, they closed. I
No,
guess
they not slowly. They,
But
they
anyways,
murdered them
if
slowly.
you're near a Kmart, I know they used to let us park there. so you might get lucky.
Yeah,
Puerto Rico, Guam,
Florida.
anybody.
So anyway, rest stops. You just got to check because so many of them have closed. So many of them that used to allow and now don't.
Now, 99.9% of the time, there are signs up that say no overnight parking. If it's not allowed, then there'll be a sign.
Oh, and Interstate 40 has some beautiful rest stops.
Well, they got some scenic stops.
That's
too.
what I mean. And there's overnight parking in them. Is what I'm getting at.
Well, some scenic rest areas don't allow trucks.
No, but
or
the ones that
RVs.
I'm thinking
Oh,
of have
wait.
truck and RV parking for overnight, like that great big one in
yeah.
Texas.
Yeah, and there's some
And there's
like you
some-
said, there's some
some
beautiful
beautiful
scenic-
ones.
Beautiful scenery.
Usually the welcome centers. If there's
Yes.
going to be overnight parking, it usually
Yes.
seems to be near the welcome
The
center.
welcome centers usually are a lot bigger of a rest area
Yes.
because it is a welcoming center.
which is usually near the state lines. So
So next on our list we have truck stops.
truck stops, which is
Duh.
well,
But then again, not all truck stops are created equal.
uh,
I've seen some rinky-dink freaking truck stops.
I've seen some truck stops with parking for 7 trucks,
And I've seen some truck stops with
parking for 700 trucks.
no. I've seen some travel centers that have no truck parking.
There's that new one. It's not new, but there's another one down in Texas.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
I was talking to Shirley online about it. It's down in Texas.
Is it?
It's huge.
Oh,
I think it's a Sheets.
no. I don't think it's a Sheets. It had
Anyway,
has a character. It's some.
it's a travel center,
It's
and
some Betty. It's not a Betty Beaver. It's a
but anyway, it doesn't allow any semis in it. No,
Buckeye or Buckhorns or something.
I
like
don't
that.
know.
I don't know.
But they don't allow semis and RVs and everything. It's
which
no
is a
big
shocker.
no big rigs allowed.
None.
It's like forget that.
Nope.
So
you
when
own a
you're-
big rig, you're not parking here. You can come shop here though, but you ain't parking.
So when you pull into a truck stop, there's a couple things to remember. Some of them do charge for overnight parking
Some do.
unless you get so much spent
Fuel.
on fuel,
Yep.
so much spent in their store, or so much spent on food. But you have to get a receipt and you have to show it when
Yeah.
you leave.
Yep. You have to show
Along
proof.
with your ticket. You have to say, here's my parking, here's my food and fuel or whatever. It has to add up to a certain amount. It's usually like $50.
Yeah.
And-
But nowadays, though, with the price of fuel being what it is,
That's easy on fuel.
That's an easy. You just stop, fuel up, say, "Hey, I'm going to park for the night."
And they're like, okay,
Okay, no problem.
here's your receipt.
Thanks for buying $1,000 worth of fuel. Come back again and see us, y'all.
1,000. That's so easy.
I know, right?
Even with fuel going down, it's easy.
yeah.
But if you're driving an RV or you're in a U-Haul, you're going to see a lot of truck stops have RV and U-Haul parking in one area, car parking in another, truck parking in another.
Yep.
There are literally RV parking separate from truck parking, and a lot of people that drive an RV don't realize that.
Right. Yep. Even some rest areas are like that too.
Yeah.
Rest
like-
areas have like RV parking, and some that have overnight parking actually have hookups.
Yes.
That's why it's like pay if you're in an RV.
Pay attention.
Just look for them because I know I have seen them on the East Coast. I haven't really paid attention out here on the West Coast, but I know on
We
the East
saw them in the
Coast
Midwest when we traveled.
there are some that have
Yeah.
them. So
And I'm not
which
saying
is
people
a lifesaver when you gotta
Yeah.
empty the black tank.
and I'm not saying people don't pay attention because experienced RVers do.
Right.
But people that are new to RVing or just are renting an RV, they might not know that. I know people that went and got an RV and rented it and didn't even know they had to empty any tanks.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy, did they have a backup, literally. They had to back things up a little.
What's that smell?
Yeah, so because a lot of truck stops are because I hate to say this, but a lot of trucking companies hire drivers that are so new and have such little training that they have drive-through parking, no back-end parking. Or the experienced drivers take the back-end parking and let the newbies take the drive-through
Oh
parking.
no! There's some experienced assholes out there that are gonna say, you know what? I'm parking here. Let's let the new guy figure out how to back it.
in. And watches them try it for 3 hours.
Exactly. I'll sit there and videotape them and
laugh
put them
at
and
'em.
put them on TikTok.
And laugh at them in their flip-flops and shorts.
Exactly.
I know because
I know, because we would have been the ones
We-
out there videotaping.
we would have been videotaping them in their flip flops. Okay, I no lie. But anyway, the pull through, you're going to see like large truck stops like Love's or Pilots have a lot of pull through spots that are especially made for RVs, and it'll say RV parking, and you'll see RVs have a tendency to have the pull through parking,
Yep.
not back up, because
And
a
it's
lot of
usually near the
people,
fuel pumps.
yeah, and a lot of people that pull RVs pull a car behind them or a small trailer or something and don't know how to back up with a trailer behind
Right.
them. And
That's why
that's
they're
why they
pull-throughs.
do the pull throughs.
Yep.
That's why I tell people pay attention to where you're parking when you go into there.
Yep.
Otherwise, go ahead.
No.
I was going to
Please.
say, if you can't find a parking spot, look along the side of the truck stop, and you'll see it usually along the curbs around the perimeter. You're going to see a lot of trucks and overflow parking along the perimeter. As long as you're not blocking anybody, nobody
Yeah,
usually
don't
has
block.
problems.
Don't block the entrances
Don't-
or exits.
And don't block anybody in.
That's right.
And people are pretty good with it. And never, never, never park in the fuel islands and go inside
right.
for your break or go inside for your overnight or any of that, because I'll smack you upside the head if I find you there.
No.
Don't get me started, Patrick.
Don't get me started, Patrick.
Don't get me started on that, Patrick.
Okay.
All right. Gas station parking.
Mm-hmm.
Not all gas stations will welcome you, but often they don't care if you're there late at night because they don't get a lot of traffic later at night. Some gas stations lately close about midnight-ish. If you're there before that, and you could speak to a manager and say, "Hey, do you mind if I park here for the night? I'll be rolling. I just need a couple hours." Some might say,
Especially
okay.
those great big ones.
Yeah.
Like when we traveled down into the valley, we come the back route.
Uh-huh.
And some of those, that I can't think of the town, but that one great big one that's got like 50 pumps at it or whatever. You park off on the side, and nobody's ever going to notice you there.
No. Don't think you just pulled in.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got city parks.
So they're going to be a little bit more off your beaten path typically. But there's.
But basically, if you're in an RV,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to be off the beaten path somewhat.
Yeah. And you're going to enjoy the getting off the beaten path if you're in an RV, typically, unless you're in a hurry to get somewhere. And some towns will offer you that, RV parking in a city park.
Mm-hmm.
Because they welcome the business. They think if someone's going to park there in the RV, they're going to enjoy the park. Then they're going to go shopping and
then
enjoy
they're
the.
going to
yes.
enjoy the community.
Yeah.
So usually that's a good idea.
So the next one, I tended to do a lot if I was near where I was loading or unloading vacant lots.
Okay.
Because if I was loading in a say the Chicago rail yards or unloading there,
Okay.
I knew that I knew it well enough that I could park in a vacant lot nearby and leave my rig there, and it was safe enough because I knew the neighborhood that I could walk over,
What are you saying?
that I knew which corner stores I could walk to.
Yeah.
Just me, my dog, and Maybelline. We'd just go for a quick little stroll down to the corner store and
So
pick
you
some.
brought the dog and your lipstick.
I brought the dog and my lipstick with me so that we could go
I
down
meant
to
the boomstick.
Yeah, something like that. Go down to the corner store and pick up some water for her or a snack or something, or just get some fresh air, and then go back to the truck for a couple hours. That way I was like 10 minutes from my drop off. So I was pretty much right outside their gates
True.
instead of the other side of Chicago, inside Indiana at a TA truck stop or something, because
Yeah.
you know how it is.
I do.
Some days you don't want to spend that extra hour when you start your day before you unload. You want to be right next to the place. In the rail
I
yards,
agree.
you couldn't.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Some
And-
places you can park.
And even if you were next to the rail yard, who wants to hear a train at 3 in the morning?
Oh, that never bothered me. I could hear the trains where I was at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could sleep to a train. I drove a reefer.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Trains don't bother me.
That's true. That's true. I used to live near a firehouse, and when the alarm went off,
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. The dog heard it. I didn't hear it.
Well, think about it. My place in New York,
Mhm.
I was what?
I know. Yeah, you were
near a railroad track and just down the road from a firehouse.
I was closer to my firehouse.
Yeah, I
than
know.
You were.
But
to
I had the
yours.
best of both worlds. I had the river, the railroad track, and the trains.
Oh, that's right.
I had barges too.
Oh my God.
Lucky me.
Oh my God, buffet.
I know, but when it rained, it smelled so good. Anyway,
Anyways,
beaten track.
come on back. Now, if you're an RVer, RV dealerships, Camping World, among others,
Yep.
will sometimes allow free RV parking overnight.
Yep.
Simply ask. Call ahead.
Call them. You've got that smartphone for a reason.
I know there's what's the other camp store? Bass.
Well, those are camp stores. Those are like Bass Pro. Well, you just said Bass Pro.
Yeah, Bass Pro.
What's that one we used to go to with Dad?
Cabela's.
Cabela's.
I'm like, it's there. I know it is. It
Yeah,
was right next to the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, because the Cracker Barrel.
Cabela's,
Cabela's has RV and truck parking.
Yeah,
Um,
because they know people are on
Bass
vacation and they're
Pro,
going to come in with RVs, so
and they're going to come in with fishing boats and lots of big
and
things.
big rigs.
Yep.
So it's prime because you're going to go in, you're going to shop. So
Oh, and they welcome you. They really
they
do.
love you.
They have their great big parking lots, and you see the semis, you see the trucks with boats, you see the trucks with the four-wheelers and the motorcyclists and everything there. So places like that, they really welcome people that travel because they know, because like if you go to Cabela's, they don't just have fishing and hunting and camping stuff. They have fudge and yummy
They
food.
got food. They actually have a restaurant in there.
And a restaurant, and they're always surrounded by restaurants in a good shopping district.
Yes,
They
90%
didn't used to
of the
be.
time they are.
They
they're in
didn't
the
used to
yeah.
be, but now they are.
Yep. So my personal favorite's next.
What would that be, honey?
You tell me. Go ahead.
Oh, would that be casinos?
I like casinos.
You know those ones down on 88, 86. It used to be 17. Now it's 86, I think, in New York. Those are really friendly ones. The one down here, one of them is super friendly.
No,
The other one is like, no, go away.
Yeah, right. No, the one that you're thinking of is in what, Syracuse?
No, the one I'm thinking of is dang near in Pennsylvania. It goes
Oh yeah.
from Bingo all the way
Yep,
across
yep,
to
yep,
Erie.
yep, yep,
Isn't
yep.
that old 17?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Interstate 86 now.
Yeah. But
Okay.
Where's the casino?
3/4 of the way towards Erie, on the left-hand side of the road, south side of the road. Left-hand side.
Left-hand side of the road.
On
Not that I've never been there.
Yeah, on the north side of the road, there's a place where I used to buy cigarettes when I smoked.
Okay.
A little Native American stop. I almost said the other word. A little Native American gas station.
Okay.
And then you go next to the next exit, and on the south side of the road, there's a really big casino that got built around 2012, I'll say. No, it had to have been before that because I was still driving.
Yeah.
So it had to have been around 2003 that it was built, but it was still there when I used to go visit Annie in Pennsylvania. So it was still there in
Okay.
2015.
I still don't know what casino off 17.
All I know,
I know there was an
All
American
I know-
Indian casino in Syracuse,
and there's one down there too because Annie and I used to meet there and go.
and then there was one
Buy
up
cigarettes and stuff.
north, like around Malone.
Yep,
There was one.
but then there's one over by between. Yeah, the town Erie and Binghamton.
That's a long stretch of road.
But it's closer to Erie. Like if you had divided it in three, it'd be in the third towards
Ithaca,
Erie.
Elmira.
Oh my God. Fine, I'll Google it.
I want to know the name of the casino.
I'm working on it. Just keep talking. Keep talking about you and your casinos and parking.
I see. I like going to the casinos when where they got craps tables because I'm a craps man. I like rolling the dice, but it can't be video craps. It's got to be one that actually has a stick man. So it's like Las Vegas, Laughlin, New York State now has Las Vegas style casinos, so they have a stick man. So anything that has a Las Vegas style casino, that's yeah. If I'm there, I'm on the craps table. So come find me. Anything?
Just
Bueller.
Bueller. Seneca Allegheny Resort and Casino.
Seneca. That's off of 90, not 17.
No.
Seneca Nation.
No, that's off of 86.
What?
I'm so fucking freaking backwards. That's 86 right there.
Oh! It's right. Yeah. That's what Limestone, New York, right? Is that Limestone?
It's Seneca.
It's on a reservation. Duh.
It's near Kilbuck. I don't know. I've never heard of Kilbuck. I just know it's there. I knew it was there. I knew it.
Can I see your phone?
It's short of Ellicottville in Little Valley. There's my phone.
Throw it in the garbage.
Seneca, I told ya. I knew it was where Annie and I used to meet.
Okay. You see where the border is right there? What's that? What's that right there above the border?
Oh,
Says
limestone. That's
Limestone.
south of it, though.
Yeah, it's south.
I
of
was
the-
looking north,
I said it's around Limestone
and I said I
because
didn't.
you said it was right on the border. It's around Limestone because there's a racetrack in Limestone.
Well, you could have said near a racetrack. I would have looked for one.
Oh, I swear.
What are you swearing, Patrick?
I swear.
All I know is I've been to that one, and they welcome overnight trucks and RVs.
Yes, ma'am, they do.
I've been there once or twice or
Look
three
at
dozen
listen to you
times.
getting all southern.
I have been there, darling.
So, anyways, they welcome truckers and RVers.
I know the ones in Oklahoma City do too.
They love ones that come in and
Do you remember
patronize.
when we came back in the RV, or
What?
maybe it was in the U-Haul?
What's that?
We stopped at a casino to get fuel, and they're like, "Did you want to stay the night?"
Yeah, I don't remember which one.
It doesn't matter. It was a casino.
I know.
And we've had good luck when we went towards Vegas, when we stopped.
Oh, they're all over the place.
Like
I
I'm
mean,
just
there's
saying,
a
like
lot of
every casino we've stopped at, because we like to stop at casinos and throw
They-
$10 on a table when we go through.
I know where.
And we've almost always seen semis or RVs in them.
I know one time we were in Laughlin, and one of the guys that I used to work with, would stop at Laughlin for the night, and park at one of the casinos, and actually stay there,
Yeah,
stay in the casino.
yeah.
So
Which I'm told those are really nice rooms. However, not all of them do.
right.
The one my friend is at, Lenore, shout out, right
Would-
now,
would-
does not welcome.
They used to.
They used to, but they don't anymore.
That's what's weird.
But I saw it for myself a couple months ago, and I went to see her today, and they do not allow truck drivers, RVers, none of that in their parking lot.
Wow, that's amazing. They just turned
However,
away a lot of business.
the one across the highway a little bit,
Yeah.
they still do.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, where do they park the trucks?
who?
Oh, I guess anywhere in the back. huh?
You're talking about the casino that the lone boot?
Yeah.
In the back, there's truck parking.
I was just say
If there's room for like 6 trucks, and the rest of them just kind of fill up the employee parking
I was
lot.
just say yeah. There's like a little parking lot back there that they can.
Actually, it's pretty big, but once the cars start filling up, it's like
Yeah.
trucks need to get in and turn around before the cars fill it up.
Yeah. Or
But-
be maneuvered so they could drive out.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, if they're in the right direction, they can just drive right out.
Yeah.
If they're in the wrong direction, they're going to have to do a lot of backing.
Yeah, they're gonna be. Like, whoop.
But the one that Lenore's at, the name I can't think of to save my life. There's
Wild Horse.
no truck parking, signs everywhere.
Yeah. Like I said, they used to have it close to the highway when on that
And
off that road that went alongside the highway.
I think they're building something again.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah, I think they're like more construction. Who knows what they're building?
Well,
3-story pool or something,
Hey.
knowing them.
who knows?
So anyway,
So ask any business
Yeah.
to overnight park. Truckers, ask if you could park
Where you're delivering.
where you're delivering, picking up,
Yeah.
another location of the same
Yeah.
same business.
Well, my niece is a really good example. You know, the
Yeah.
company she works for, she drives for, they haul Target.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, I never know where to park. I'm like,
How about right there?
where you're delivering. And if they won't let you where you're delivering, call a Target store. You haul Target. Call a Target store. Say, hey, I work for you guys. Can I park in your parking lot overnight? I know you're not open 24/7.
Hey, I'm coming in to do a delivery. If I get there early, you mind if I just park?
Yeah, park and wait till you open.
You know?
You
It's
don't
like-
have to tell them you're sleeping in the truck. They close at 10.
They're not going to care.
Uh,
Honestly, they're not going to care that you're sleeping in the truck. I
don't
know.
get me started.
I know. Anyway.
But anyway, yeah, if you're delivering someplace or picking up someplace, find out if they'll let you. When I used to haul for Ben and Jerry's ice cream, and when I hauled for Hershey and all these other things, it's like all of them let me. I never had a problem finding a place to park. I asked. I picked up the phone because your bill of lading says this
picked
is
up
the
the
phone
phone.
number. This is
Hello?
where you're going. Hello? Can I park in there? Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Yeah, I'm on my way in. Can I park in your parking lot? What do you
know?
mean no?
What do you mean no?
But I'm doing a delivery.
Where can I park, please? You don't want ice cream to melt, do you? I know. Me and my voices.
Uh-huh.
And my phone. My phone? Like my phone?
Your phone?
It's a really long phone.
Thumb in your ear? Pinky in your mouth?
Well, pink is down here.
Yeah.
It's a really long phone. I got long fingers.
But anyways, one last place, because we already mentioned like Bass Pro, Lowe's, stuff like that, bigger businesses, is a KOA, campground.
Yeah, and other
They
campgrounds.
actually have an app. KOA actually has an app.
and it's
and-
really good.
Not a lot of them are off the beaten path. There are a few that are off the beaten path, but there are some that are close to highways.
Yep.
And for a small fee, you can actually pull a tractor trailer into a campsite.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen it done.
Yeah, and we've had some
Because-
really good experiences with KOA.
Because if you can pull an RV in, you can pull a tractor trailer in.
And yeah.
You should be able to, because they're basically pull through lots anyways.
Yeah, and like I said, we've had some really good experiences with them.
So, and like I said, they're inexpensive. You say, hey, I'm coming in for the night. Can I stay? You know.
And you'd be surprised at the amenities.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like the ones that we stayed at, even though we were in a nice RV, they had showers. I mean, nice showers. They had
Showers,
bathrooms. They had a
fitness.
swimming pool, fitness, a lake.
hot tubs.
Hot tubs. Every site had campfire
Oh, yeah.
things. And
Yeah, fire pits.
Fire pits, that's the word. Yeah, those things
You
that
can
I
get
want one of.
firewood there. I mean, it
Nice
was
little
amazing.
store, everything. It's like they
So-
were really nice. We had a good time.
So don't, you're not limited, but you are.
Oh, the other thing is state parks. We forgot that on the list.
No, we said, well, you
We
said
said city parks. State parks too.
Yeah, but then
You
you
have-
gotta pay a fee and get a permit.
Yes, you have to pay a fee to get into a state park.
Yeah.
And I
But
don't
I don't think they'll let tractor trailers.
I was
in.
about to say the same thing. I don't think they'll let tractor trailers in, but I know they'll let RVs in and cars pulling stuff they'll let through.
Yeah.
And just a car, you can pull in a car and I just want to camp for the night. And if they've got room, they'll let you in if it's camping season in that state.
Yes.
Um,
And like we said before at the beginning of the show, use Google Maps. Use pull it up, go get on the satellite image,
okay,
and take a peek at it,
also-
and make sure that you're able to park.
think off the beaten path. If you're a veteran, check with American Legion, check with VFW. If you belong to some sort of organization like a sports organization, check with those types of organizations. Think
Yeah.
off the beaten path, you
Yeah.
know.
Stadiums.
If you belong to a Harley owners group, find out if there's a Harley dealer that'll
Yeah.
let you
Yeah,
park, you know.
never know.
I
They
know
got- There's some
the-
decent sized parking
Oh,
spots.
there's like that one in Mesa's huge.
Yeah.
They've got that great big parking lot. It's like think off the beaten path. Think outside the box. Lots of places
And
to
all
park.
it
You
takes
just have
is
to work.
All it takes is a phone call and a hey, please, may I? And
I'm only going to
and,
be here for this
you
long.
know,
I
and-
just need a
and
place.
You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised. So don't forget, we want to hear from you.
Yes, please.
We want you to email us, Patrick at 18wheeltalk.com. And tell us your story. We have a platform. We want to open a platform to you. If you're a trucker, if you're a traveler, let's all come together. Everybody has a similar type of story, and we want to tell yours. Good, bad, indifferent. If it's a bad story, how did you make it good? If it's a good story, how did it turn bad? We want to hear from you. Send us an email, Patrick at 18wheeltalk.com.
Yes, please.
Please, please, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't make us beg. Please.
Please, oh
Please.
please, write to us.
Let us know your story, and we will have you come on our show and tell your story. It could be a 15-minute show. It could be an hour-long show. It doesn't matter.
You tell us.
We're here. We're here for you. So, and if you're interested in supporting the show,
it's feeding time.
I think she's saying support the show.
Maybe she said support the show.
I think
Maybe
she said support the show. That because I said support the show, she barked.
Has nothing to do with feeding pugs.
So if you want to support the show, we have a Patreon, and we have multiple tiers. And she's excited about it because it's brand new.
Maybe she wants to put her picture in one of those tiers.
It's brand new. It's you can get there. You can go to patreon.com and search 18 Wheel Talk Podcast Show. Or you could go to the number 8, wheeltalk.com/Patreon. Either way, get you to our page.
I'm being pawed at.
And be sure to go and check out our resources page at 18wheeltalk.com. Check out all of our affiliates that we're involved in, and help out the show any way you can. We appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Enjoy, and we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye-bye.